Drew Lachey. He isn't just a busy father of two. He's also an advocate for kids and child safety.
And of course, everybody knows him from the group 98 Degrees, which has been touring this summer.
Hey lady, grab the microphone and say don't leave me for so. Hey baby, you warmed up and ready to blow like don't leave me for so.
And we made our way over here to hang out with Drew a little bit. Good to have you.
Thanks for coming over here to the living room.
We felt it was just awkward for us to be all the way over there.
Comfy, yeah. It's casual. It's nice.
So you got the band back together.
Yes, the band is back together.
We are. We're back together making music. Had a great tour this summer. It was us, Boys to Men, New Kids on the Block. You know, did this arena tour all over the country, 48 cities.
What was that like? Because now you're a dad. So did you take your kids with you?
Yeah, it was a little different kind of a tour than it was, you know, 15 years ago. But yeah, everybody was able to bring their families out on the road. Nick and I shared a bus, so we kind of alternated when our families were out.
Right.
But yeah, it was kind of like the romper room on tour.
Right.
But we had a great time.
What precipitated this? Was there just a phone call and somebody said, hey, I got this brilliant idea, we're getting the band back together? Because certainly you must have had offers before this to get back together.
It was just kind of one of those things where the time was right. In the past, we had talked about it, but it was always somebody else was under contract for something or had plans or was about to have a baby or, you know, there was always something that made it not feasible at that time. And then it was this time now worked for everybody, and everybody was able to carve out basically a year plus of their life to say, all right, we're going to make a record, we're going to promote the record, we're going to go out on tour. And it just all worked out, and everybody had a blast.
Are you going to make another record? Are you gonna?
Probably, yeah. I mean, we love making music together. We love enjoy singing together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think we're going to continue to do it and continue to make music for a long time.
You were out on tour with, like you said, with New Kids on the Block? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Backstreet Boys?
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men, excuse me. Boys to the Backstreet Men.
Yes.
You can't keep your boy band straight, JD.
It's hard for me because I only love
What is
98
your
Degrees.
problem?
I only have 98 Degrees posters in the room, and I just kind of ignore the rest
Exactly.
of it. My question for you is, what's it like to be out on tour with those guys later in life? You said it's a little like romper room, but you guys aren't 25 anymore, you know?
No, I mean, honestly, it was pretty much like it would have been years before. I mean, the crowds were there. The crowds were fantastic. It wasn't like, you know, all of a sudden we were playing to, like, you know, the retirement communities. These people were, like, out, ready to go, ready to have a good time.
No, there's been a huge resurgence from the boy band.
They were hitting the senior centers.
Yeah, no, I mean, this was a all-out, you know, it was called the package tour. So, you know, you can't really go wrong when you...
massive.
Yeah, when you...
So,
did you just say massive package? Is that what you...
It's a massive package tour.
Tour.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Tour.
Glad we got to that.
Your head's in the gutter, not mine. What was it like being with Nick? Because he's a new dad.
Yeah.
What's it like seeing him as a father? It's so weird. I've known Drew and Nick since I was like 12?
Yeah, we were
11?
young. And,
so it's just weird.
No, it's great because obviously he's wanted a family for a long time, and that's just kind of his demeanor and nature. But, you know, his son just had his first birthday, and so, you know, there's this whole great big party, and to see him in that element, it's a lot of fun. You know, people are like, oh, what advice do you give him? I don't give other parents advice. That's my advice. Don't take other people's advice.
Good for you.
You know, raise your own kids the way you see fit, because every kid's different, every scenario is different. You know, so he's just having a blast and loving life, and you know.
He's a good dad.
Yeah.
You're a very down-to-earth guy. Married your high school sweetheart, back home living in Cincinnati, whereas a lot of guys that had had your success and been on tour would be house in L.A., traveling the world, you know, some people going down the wrong path. What do you attribute your groundedness to, your ability to just sort of live this good life that you're living?
I think it's where we grew up has a lot to do with it. You know, Cincinnati really is just kind of a down-to-earth kind of place, you know, that you don't forget where you come from. You know, they say people that grow up on the west side of Cincinnati never move off the west side of Cincinnati. I mean, it just really is this grounded place, and it's a great place to raise my kids. Another part of it is that I have been, you know, married for a long time and been with my high school sweetheart for a long time. So, you know, I have this person that's literally able to say, no, you're acting like a punk right now, you need to check it in. And yeah, I know it comes from a place of love as opposed to, you know, somebody that's just there to cash a check.
Sweet.
It's always good to have that person in your life that can tell you like it is.
Yeah.
Such a good couple. Anyway, well, we're going to talk to you some more. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what he wants other parents to know.
And your college graduate is back at home, can't get a job.
singer and father of two, Drew Lachey.
Hey.
So let's talk about what you do in Cincinnati with your wife. You have a camp.
Yes.
That is it part of SCPA, the school that we grew up at? Is a performing arts school. So.
Yeah, it's well, we do two different things. We have our camp, which is called Lachey Arts, and what we do is we take kids from the community who are passionate about the arts, and we give them a place where they can come and really learn from some of the industry's best. So we've taken our friends from Broadway, our friends from LA, from TV and film, and we brought them to Cincinnati. So these kids get an actual working education on how to make it.
By the way, they've never asked me to come in.
They haven't?
No.
Well, Drew founded his own
I
camp.
can't afford you.
Kidding. Oh, stop.
And then on top of that, we teach at SCPA, the School for Creative Performing Arts, 3 days a week. We teach musical theater there as well. So we have two different facets of
Can you
it.
imagine your high school musical theater teacher being Drew Lachey? Like being like a famous recording artist. That's fantastic. You're also involved in a really good cause, Buckle Up for Life. It's something that you and I have talked about before. Car seats.
Yep.
Seems like it's so basic, but it's something that a lot of people get wrong.
Well, today is actually the National Buckle Up for Life Day. You know, this is a program that's been active for the past 9 years, but this is the first year where we're taking it nationally. And the Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center and Toyota partnered up to basically create this resource, which is buckleupforlife.org, where all parents can go on there and they can find out all the information about, you know, car seat safety, because only 1 out of 4 car seats is actually properly installed.
Are you kidding me?
So that means 75% of people have their car seat in their car incorrectly
Why?
and putting their kid in danger.
Are they not reading the directions?
It could be a whole bunch of different reasons, and this isn't saying parents are doing it wrong. This is just saying, all right, we can do it better.
Right.
You know, that you can tighten it better. You can just take that extra step. And this website has a ton of resources. It has a place where you can go for safety technicians where they can actually help you put the car seat in.
Yeah.
It has different regulations, and car seats have expiration dates. I didn't know
Who
that.
knew?
They
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, they have expiration
It's like
dates.
medication.
very. They can both cause great
can.
problems.
They can.
And it's not something you think about, but if you put those straps on wrong or the little chest piece is not in the right place,
By the way,
it's not being
it
able
is
to do its job.
confusing, I will say, because I have nieces and nephews, and when I'm like, I'm like, to my sisters, I'm like, how do I put this thing in? It's
Yeah.
hard.
Well, that's the thing. This website is all designed, it's very friendly. They have diagrams, they have resources for everything. So you can go on there, you see how tight the straps are supposed to be, you see how much the car seat's supposed to move. They have expiration dates for different models. You know, so it's all right there for parents and caregivers.
Buckleupforlife.org.
Yep.
Fantastic information.
That's
Drew,
awesome.
thanks so much. Good to have you as always. Did you have when you had a newborn, did you have a product that you could not live without other than a car seat?
Well, a car seat, obviously, but then, you know, the sound machine. The sound machine is great, you know, it helps put the kids to sleep.
Soothe them, put them to sleep.
It also helps you go to sleep.
And you fall asleep
Exactly.
right there in the room. I know. All right, we're going to talk about all the top baby products a little bit later.